and gentlemen, and welcome to the second ever episode of the Botcast. I'm your host, the Prankster, and I'm here with my good buddy,
the Hero, DJ Hart, a.k.a. Hart Prime of Transformers Earthwars.
And we are here to talk about all things Transformers Earthwars, and we're going to start off with a quick recap of the past weekend's event. This was Trick and Treat. It was a nice little individual event, 10,000 battle point maximum. And DJ, how did your event go for you?
You know how my event went. Screw you. This is why I drink.
Oh. Well, at least you finished it. You got a little bit of things,
Yeah, I mean, it was, I got some shards and some spark. I got a 4-star dupe, plus the 5-star shards I got from the trick crystals, or the Bago tricks. So I walked away with 300 5-star shards. So it was nothing to complain about. But no new bots, no new combat bots, nothing, so it's alright. You, on the other hand...
Yes, I grabbed 2 new 4-stars, desperately needed. First of all, Rodimus Prime, Hot Rod, my favorite.
Yeah, your favorite guy ever.
Yeah, I wigged out with him. I wish it was actually the Hot Rod version, because I like his ability just a tad bit more than Rodimus's.
I thought you had a 4-star Hot Rod.
No, I have a 3-star. I don't have a 4-star yet.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my first version of Hot Rod, period. I got 4-star, so that's why I was so excited when he came out of the thing.
Well, your next 5-star pull should be from batch 1, because that's where you can get a 5-star Hot Rod.
It is, but I mean, I want Windblade. I'm still trying to get Windblade. Hopefully next 5-star will be her. Yeah, but 4-star Blades I also got, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that is, and I should use Blades. I don't use Blades at all except for elimination, and I should, because he is a beast, and I don't go outside of my comfort zone. Like, I do what I know, and I don't really know. I can't think of how I could maximize him, and I just can't be bothered to do the research, so I don't use him, despite the fact that I should, and I have a 4-star.
Bases that have all the defenses, like, bunched together in one area, you just drop his ability on that, and it's all she wrote.
Oh, I know, it's toast. Do that 2, maybe 3 times, and that base is handicapped.
Yep. But so what was your thoughts on the Trick and Treat event? How quick and easy it was to get done with? You like individuals like that, or you like them to be dragged out?
I do like small events like that, especially after 2 back-to-back alliance totalizers that were like 1,000,000 points apiece. It was nice to have a nice chillax event. I only use the bots that I'm leveling because of the super XP, so all of those bots got to get a lot more XP than they normally would with alliance totalizers or bigger individual totalizers. The prizes were not bad. The only one I would complain about is the Crimzeek. I've got no use for Crimzeek. Well, I've been using the hacking Crimzeek a little bit, the purple Crimzeek. I've been using that a little bit here and there just because it happens to be there in the corner when I'm doing a base that is about to get me. But if it wasn't in the game...
all of them just to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like, I want them gone because I have so many and I can't get rid of them. I've been trying to use the purple Crimzeek like you're talking about for like 2 months now, and I still ain't ran out of them.
Yeah. I've been using them for those, but... if they weren't in the game, I wouldn't miss them. Other than that, I mean, it was fine. I do like events like this. Just take away the Crimzeek, take away the battle boosts. I don't care. That's my take. Other than that, it was it was a fine event. I just had rotten luck. Not everybody did. Nobody's fault.
Yeah, I got 50-50 on that one thing, so I got exactly what the odds said you should get for 10, so I was happy with that.
Yeah, I walked away with a 60-40 split on that, which I wasn't mad about. Because like I said, I walked away with 300 5-star shards between that and the 4-star dupe I got. But, so, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
All right, well, that was our recap of the past weekend event, and now we're about to head into our section where we look at the newsletter.
Alrighty, let's take a look and see what the news has in store for all of us. All right, so our upcoming weekend event is called Optics Wide Open. So this is going to be an Alliance Totalizer, 310 points to complete. So not bad at all. We are going to be able to get 3,000 Prime Core shards, 1 G Metal Core power chip, 6 Gold Power Core chips, 1,000 4-star shards, 3,000 3-star shards, 10,000 premium shards, and 60,000 spark, combat spark, and combiner spark. Super XP, as has been the usual as of late. Battle zones are normal, so you're 15,000 through 240,000 depending on your zone. All right, here are your prize tiers. So tier 1, you get your 10,000 spark, all the way to tier 31 where you get your G Metal Core chip. Alrighty, so we have more information about Blur, and it is just a brief description of his personality. You guys can pause this if you want to read that, assuming you don't have the email blast yourself. And then we get into a runabout and a description of his personality. Again, you can pause that if you want to read it, assuming you don't get the email blast yourself. Alright, now the big news. The results of the 5-star vote are in, and the winners are Skylinks and Red Alert. I'll be honest, I'm 50-50 on this. I did not vote for Skylinks. I did not think he would actually get picked to become a 5-star bot. I thought that would be OP, so I'm shocked that he was in there. But he had 911 votes. And then the VIP players voted for Red Alert. I did not vote for Red Alert. I voted for Cybertron Jetfire, but I thought Strafe was going to win because he looked like he was in the lead when I was looking at the polls. But these are 2 of the next 5-star bots, so expect that in the near future. More information about Titans. Looks like people have been cheating, so watch out for that. Some stuff about global chat, and then we have information about Tug of War, which has got to do with war. We don't care. Newsletter and VIP rewards. They're making a change to that, so instead of clicking a link or just automatically throwing it in there, it's going to be a bundle that you claim, and it will be available month long. And then war rewards, there's going to be a bit of a change, but nothing that makes it worth it in my opinion. We'll talk more about that later. All right, so getting on down, and these are the bundles that will be available over the weekend event. So your combat bundles, your triple changers, crystals, some XP cores, and then we get more into Beach Star, which they've been pushing very heavily. It's a pretty cool game. So if you like games like Rockstar and Guitar Hero, then this might be the game for you. So you can vote now to make this your favorite game. And then we get into the community quarter, where we have guys who had the Decepticon logo carved into a pumpkin. We have a guy who has amazing cosplay. We have a guy who sketched a picture of Megatron using reflector as a camera. That's a very sinister looking photographer. Then we have our saga. We are currently in week 5 out of 6. So this weekend is going to be the Prime Core chips. Next weekend is the new bots. And then a few net bot fixes. The Nexus Core, they're tweaking that a little bit. Smokescreen, they're tweaking him a little bit. And Blaster, they are fixing a problem with him. So you could pause to read these if you like, and then we'll move on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
All right, so that's an exciting sounding event. I love the fact that it's 310,000 battle points. That's a pretty easy mark for anyone to hit. Wouldn't you think so, DJ?
Yeah, that actually is not bad. I mean, there are some lower alliances that might not be able to hit that, but they'll get the majority of the prizes. I don't think it's that awful bad. You know, they might miss out on the G Metal Core chip, maybe a few other chips. But for the most part, yeah, it's not terrible. Definitely attainable for alliances like ours. Yeah. So I'm more interested in I'm more interested in those 5-star votes, to be honest.
Yes. Skylinks, amazing.
Yeah,
finally.
That surprised me. First of all, I was surprised to see him in the voting in the first place, but It's my dog playing with his toy. So I can't take it from him. He'll start biting my feet. He'll make an appearance one of these days. This is just his behind the camera cameo. So, Andy farted. Good Lord. Oh, I love dogs. So anyway, yeah, but no, Skylink surprised me. First of all, I was surprised to see him in the voting. But then he straight up won the voting, and he's going to be a 5-star bot, which I did not expect. I didn't expect that at all. He was not a part of my 5-star. Like, if you remember, I put out a video with my top 5 picks for the next 5 stars. I did not pick him, and but if you want to see if somebody else picked him, click the link in the top right-hand corner now, and you guys will see the picks of all the content creators who made a 5-star prediction. And that would be on Grind Time's channel. Check him out. So yeah, Skylink surprised me. And then I actually was surprised to see Red Alert in there too. I didn't think people cared for him that much.
Yeah, I'm actually not as excited about Red Alert. He's one I could care less about. But
yeah, that's how I feel about him too. So I'm pulling the game up now, actually. I want to read over his ability again.
Yeah, I have Red Alert. I have the 4-star, but he's one of the more recent ones I've got. But he's not. I haven't seen anything that special about him.
Right. Now, I think I have him as a 4-star. I know I've got him as a 2 and a 3-star. I think I've got him as a 4-star. I think I may have gotten him not too long ago. Seems like one that I wasn't too thrilled about. Yeah. Because his ability, and I'm pulling the game up now so I can get a more accurate description because I use him so rarely. I really only use him in elimination mode. But his ability does throw up a shield, which is interesting. I mean, that's what Optimus Primal's ability is, but it's a different type of shield, so it protects you differently. So Primal Shield just throws up a shield of generic health. So it will basically just add life to your bots until that shield runs out.
And it has the added bonus of it also tells them to just attack the fences for X amount of seconds.
Right. Now, exactly. Now, Red Alert's ability is different. It protects against something else. So I'm getting ready to try to figure that out for us now. Let's see. Red Alert, where art thou? Scrolling through the team. Let's see. Yep, I do have him as a 4-star.
There you go.
Finn, what are you getting into? You're behind. Oh, there you are. All right, so. Okay, speed run. Give your allies 40% damage absorption and stun immunity for 5 seconds. Then rush into combat, smashing walls and causing 525 damage. My ability is level 1. My Red Alert's level 40. To a single target. My dog's about to knock my laptop over. 4 times more damage if the target is affected by your friction fire. So that's his primary weapon. Man, my dog has tied himself up in my cord. Oh God, dog, what have you done? Finn, how did you manage this? Well, this recording's going great, isn't it? I got dogs, I got squeak toys.
You just when you put this up, when it gets to the dogs come to my cord, flash up the technical difficulties. And then just come back when we're finally ready to go back.
I might just put that part in the video. And he's at it again. Anyway. So yeah, so that is Red Alert's ability, and 40% damage absorption. See, I have
Yeah,
difficulty understanding what that means, to be honest.
I'm not. I'm not really sure either, unless it decreases the damage he takes by 40. Or
Potentially,
they,
yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I would have to go back to the live stream where he was announced and watch it and watch them
Yeah.
display him and discuss the ability. But that was so long ago, I have no idea where
I've
it
never
is.
relied on Red Alert for anything. So.
I don't either. Like I said, I don't use him. He's never been a part of my strat. Even when he was introduced, I was like, all right, yeah, it's cool to have Red Alert. Wish his ability was something else.
Yeah.
So I've just never used him except for elimination modes. So I'm paying attention to my dog. He's all the time trying to get into stuff. Vin.
What dog do?
Yeah. But anyway, so that is okay. So those are our 5-star bots. 2 out of the 5. Skylinks, who we're excited about. Red Alert. Pass.
Skylinks is so amazing. As a 5-star, he's gonna be like one of those must-haves.
Yeah, I mean, if the 5-star batch is at all as good as, say, the first 5-star batch, like the batch 1. Okay, so that's Grimlock, Silverbolt, Hot Rod, Sunstreaker, and Gnaw. I can use 4 out of those 5 bots off the top of my head. I know exactly what I would do with them. So that is the batch that I plan to pull from on my next 5-star pool. But with Skylinks being in this next batch, if the other 3 bots are as good, I might pull from it. Like if they're as good in my mind, if they're definitely bots that I could use.
Yeah.
I got no use for Red Alert, but I got just as much use for Hot Rod. So as long as the other 3 bots are good, like let's say the other 3 bots were, like the bots that I chose in my picks, Hound, or Hoist, or Pipes, or oh god, who else did I pick? Scattershot, Cybertron Jetfire. He was in the voting. He didn't get voted for, but he could still be in the bundle, or in the batch. I'm having difficulty with my words this evening. So
I would love to see the G.I. Joe crossover bots eventually get 5 stars.
Oh yeah, Hound Vamp and Jetfire Sky Striker. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Now, I would prefer Jetfire Sky Striker over Hound Vamp, but that's because I use my aerial bots consistently. Hound Vamp, I like him, but I only use him in elimination mode. I have not dialed in a strategy that I would use over and over again that has him in it. I've thought of using him as a substitute. For example, you are familiar with my Optimus Prime Gunner Squad, in which Inferno is in that batch. I've thought of replacing Inferno with Hound Vamp, but instead of increasing the attack of the other of my gunners, he would decrease the defense of the defenses, and they would be prone to go after just defenses, just like Optimus Prime, or Optimus Primal. So I have thought about that. So a 5-star Hound Vamp might motivate me to actually do that. So we have 3 more bots to come. I'm very excited to see who they are. I hope they're bots that motivate me to pick from this batch rather than the first batch. I plan to pick from batch 1, but if this one is, I might do it. For Skylinks, if no other reason. All right. Oh, for sure. Now we got Blur and Runabout as our new bots. So
I'm so excited for Blur.
yeah, I am too. He wasn't in a ton of episodes in the original show.
No, he was in and out in the final. Well, it's technically 2 seasons, but really a season plus a 3-episode miniseries.
The Rebirth, which did not air in Japan.
Yeah, well, they had their whole 4th season of their own. That was pretty awesome.
They did, yeah. The Transformers, the Headmasters.
Yeah, but Blur's one I'm excited for. I hope he has an awesome ability.
What kind of... So, Blur's known for his speed. He's known for being a fast-driving, fast-talking, fast-moving, fast everything. The man can't slow down. So he's... Well, at least he's being quiet. He's laying on one of my hoodies. So he's known for that. So based on that, what kind of ability would you speculate he could have? We already have Streetwise, whose ability speeds up your allies and slows down defenses for a certain amount of time.
Yes, he shouldn't speed up allies with Blur, though. It should be something with him fast. Like, when I think about what a decent ability for him would be, I think about in the movie when there's the one part where they're fighting them off, and Blur's like running like back and forth, like shooting all different places while like talking super fast. It's like, what if his ability is like he's running back and forth and pop-shotting defenses in like a straight line, just like rapid fire.
I like, yeah. So yeah. I like that idea. So like you activate it, and he goes from where he's at to over here, and then he's over here, and then he's over here.
Everything,
right.
So he's damaging like a wide area all at once while moving really fast.
Right. Now, would he stay in that last spot, or would you have him back to his original position?
I do back to his original. I mean,
I would too.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I think it would fit the character, and if you did it right, it would be a really awesome ability.
It would. I would like to see that. That's a good idea. Yeah. Now, another bot I didn't even think about that also has a speed-related ability, and that's Lightspeed, who is one of the Technobots. His ability is he just, shoom, like, there and back real quick. And I think his ability has something to do with speed reduction of your enemies. I think. But your idea makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, the only thing I could come up with would be something similar to Cup. Cup teleports from spot to spot, and I would just have, in that same vein, I would just have Blur just super speed his way to a spot like that, similar to the way Victorian does when you use her 3-star ability. Actually, no, it's her... Is that her 3-star or her 2-star ability? Her rushing ability. I just had the game pulled up. I shut it down. I don't want to open it back up again. It takes too much time.
Yeah, I think it's the 4-star, I think.
No, the 4-star is that giant EMP disruption that you don't have yet because yours is only a 3-star.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't use her that much, so.
I don't either, but that's because I have her at level 4. Whereas Superion and Omega Supreme I have at level 20 and 21. Which reminds me, I need to go ahead and put Omega Supreme back in the oven because I won't need him for this upcoming event. So I can go ahead and get him back in there and level him up to level 22.
Yeah, I use Omega Supreme and Optimus Maximus a lot.
Yeah, well, Max, God, he sucks.
I like him. I know you don't, but I love his
Nobody does. It ain't just me. The entire community has unanimously agreed. Worst combiner in the game is Optimus Maximus.
I don't know. At least maxed out 3-star, he would be the second most useful I've got.
I don't know about that. Maxed out 3-star?
Yeah, of all of them at maxed out 3-star, because all mine are level 10. The only one I don't have is, Computron, the one with all the Technobots?
Yeah, that's the most recent one.
Yeah, and I've used them all, and he did better than most of them. Like, the only one that did better was Omega Supreme. That's why I usually stick to those two. I like Volcanicus. I've only played around with him a little bit, because I just recently got him.
Right.
Like maybe a month ago, and I spent most of that time getting him to level 10.
Yeah.
But I really, because I like the ability where he rushes in and he's just pounding everything.
I mean, that is a cool ability. The problem is he doesn't have... His health isn't great, I don't think. And his second ability, where he, like, jumps down and creates a shockwave that goes out, it doesn't do nearly enough damage. It's almost not worth doing. And then his 4-star ability is just a rocket barrage, and all the rockets cause EMP damage as they land on numerous targets, and the only way it's really worth it is if there's only one building left, which is the HQ, in which case, why are you bothering? He's just going to smash it. Or if you have him on defense, and he uses that rocket barrage against all the attacking bots, which he should have at least one rocket for each bot on that squad, so you can temporarily freeze all of them in place for a minute while your defenses go ham. But even then, it's a very niche. I'd rather use Mirage's ability. The heck with it, you know? It does more damage at one time. So Maximus is just not high on my list of combiners. I would rather have Computron leveled up. Heck, I would rather have Magnaboss leveled up, and we don't even have him yet. But he's coming. You saw that trailer, didn't you?
I have not, no.
Yeah, they released a new trailer at the beginning of the last live stream, and it was just like a collage of trailers that have come before, which when they do trailers, they do an amazing job. And
they do.
It had the original Earthwars theme song behind it, which I really like, and then it ended with Magnaboss coming soon, which is going to be a 3-part combiner composed of our new Beast Wars bots, Prowl, Silverbolt, and Ironhide.
Which means I'm still going to be 1 bot shy of a 4-star combiner.
I'm going to be 2-star bot shy. I've only got the 4-star Silverbolt.
And Beast Wars Ironhide, but you remember I only got the 3-star of the 2 and 3-star Silverbolt.
Yeah. I'm just the opposite. I've got the 4-star Silverbolt, but I've only got 3-star Prowl and Ironhide.
Beast Wars Prowl is amazing, though. I love him.
Yeah, you say you like him a lot. I was excited to get the 4-star Silverbolt because I'm all about some aerial bots. So his ability is very, very good. I like it. I just haven't leveled it up yet because I'm still working on leveling the abilities of other bots. But I do have him at level 50, and I use his 2 and 3-star on 2 of my squads that I use when I'm grinding events. Like, I keep looking off screen and paying attention to my dog and making sure he doesn't get into nothing. Keep sniffing at stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? So, anyway, no!
Alright, well that's everything coming up in the game. Looking forward to all of that. So let's get into our mailbag segment now, DJ. You want to go ahead and read some of the comments from our last video?
Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Alright, we have 3 comments on our very first botcast. So, actually more than I expected, because I was expecting 0.
Three's better than none.
It is. All right, so our first comment comes from John J. Paulick, and he says, sorry I missed the premiere, guys. I hope to be able to catch the next one. So, John, thank you very much, man. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, our second comment comes from Soldier, who was another Earthwars content creator, and he just said, good stuff. Soldier, thank you, buddy. Appreciate the support. Our last comment was actually left about 7 hours ago at the time of this recording, and that comes from our good buddy, Donovan Murphy, who was also a YouTuber. Check out his channel if you've not seen it. He sings classic country songs. He's very, very good at it. And he says, yeah, and his comment is, holy shnikes, DJ Hart has a face. Exploding mind emoji.
Oh,
He goes on to say, also, excellent work, Frankster. Keep it coming. So,
appreciate it.
Yes, yeah. I do have a face. It's a damn good-looking face, too, if I do say so myself.
Well, at least there's no ego on you.
Not a bit. Not a bit. This is the picture of humble right here. Anyway, all right. So those are the comments from my very first Buttcast. So now we will transition into our juicy topic. Frankie, if you want to take over from here.
Yes, we got a good one this week. This week's topic is war. What is it good for?
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely
nothing. I've always wanted to do that.
You just had to go there.
I've always wanted to do that.
All right, so DJ, what exactly are your thoughts on war? What do you think about it?
War sucks, and it should be pulled from the game.
Wow, there you go. Talk about a hot take.
Okay, all right. I don't. It's not that bad, really. Okay, so I was just trying to make some people mad because I find it funny. All right, honestly, I like the idea of war because every game that has a similar platform where it's you're an individual, you join an alliance, your alliance wars against other alliances. I like that idea. It's a lot of fun. The problem I have with war is that it does not offer a fraction, or it does offer a small fraction of the prizes that we get from events. Events are the bread and butter of the game. That's my opinion. That's where most of our spark comes from. That's where most of our shards and that's where new bots come from. That's where everything that we are hunting in the game comes from. Events. War offers you a small portion of those things. Not a lot of it, just a little bit of it. And I feel that alliances put way too much stock in war to the point where they are making it a requirement for membership in their alliances. You have a player that is capable of scoring 25,000 points in an event, which is 25,000 is the minimum every player has to do to complete a 1,000,000-point event. But that player can be denied membership in an alliance if their war requirements are not met, like having a certain level HQ, for example, or having a certain number of medals, or having a certain number of squads at a certain bot power level. It's ridiculous for what you get out of it. I personally don't care for war as it stands right now. I prefer, if I were the commander of an alliance, my primary focus would be weekend events. If you can score the minimum points that we require for a weekend event, you are welcome in our alliance. As far as war goes, it's fun. We would do it maybe once a week, but none of our alliance requirements would be based on war. War needs to be tweaked to be as valuable as events before we start implementing war as as a basis for acceptance or denial in an alliance.
Yeah, I get the appeal. The appeal of war is you're going up against other alliances, so it's like you're matching, head to head. Let's see who's stronger. I get the appeal.
Right.
It's like you said, the problem comes in the rewards. You get a premium crystal and some spark for the highest war. That's if you completed, the highest league.
Right, and most recently they've added some Z Energon, and maybe there's a little bit more, no, that's about it. And you get more the higher tier you go, like if you're Prime League, Cybertron League, and so forth. But even at the top tier, even in Prime League, which I think is the top one,
yeah, I think so.
It's still more worth your time to go and complete the event.
Yeah, the events, and then raids too, because raids give you Shannons, which, especially early in the game, getting 5-star Optimus Primal, getting the 4-star part for the grapple for Omega Supreme.
The grapple, yes, for Omega Supreme as the 4-star bot.
And then you can grab cores too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a G metal cores, not G metal. I'm sorry.
G1.
G1 cores, yes, are available for purchase, and you will get either at this point in the game, because bronze cores have been done away with, you can get a silver, gold, or G metal core. G1 core, which those are super good. Most of them.
Yeah, they are.
And then you can also get a Golden Lagoon core. You can get an XP core. You can buy Spark, Combat Spark, or Combined Spark if you need to just cap off what you've got to get your bot to the next level. Shanix are more valuable to me than the prizes you get from raid or from war.
Yeah, absolutely.
Raids is more valuable than war in my mind. Events are more valuable in my mind. Titan Assault is more valuable than war. And Titan Assault is tied into war because the Titan is used in wars and PvP, but not in Alliance, not in events, which I think is a mistake.
I don't know anything about Titans yet. I can't even beat the first base. So.
Yeah, well, all right. So Titans are... So Titans are available in wars and everyday PvP. Right now they're available in elimination mode, but it wasn't supposed to be. So they're going to patch that, and it will no longer be available in elimination mode.
That sucks.
It's also not available in events. So I like the idea of Titans, but they've tied it into war, which again, not a big deal to me. It's great for the PvP when you're hunting resources, but I was doing fine without it. And I'm not doing any better than I was in the first place with the Titan.
Imagine if they gave you like a 4-star crystal for beating the highest tier of war. Like, not the lower ones, but like the highest one. Like, maybe the next 2 or 3 tiers under that, you get like a 3-star crystal.
Yes.
And then the highest tier, you get a 4. That would make it worth it to push everybody to be like, we got to get all the way to the top.
Yes, and I hadn't even thought of that. That would make it worth it. So if you win a war in Prime League, you get a 4-star crystal. Or even better than that, it's Prime League. It's top notch. Let's do a top notch prize. Let's give away 185-star shards for winning a war in Prime League. And then the next level down...
4-star.
Give us a 4-star shards or a 4-star crystal. And then the next 2 or 3 down, give us 3-star crystals.
I think
now we're cooking with gasoline.
Yeah, to me, that would make it so much more like, okay, I really want to throw everything into this because now there's something on the line.
Right. And what I in war, I especially dislike war because now I've got I have been very step by step in the creation of my squads and when I level bots. Most people just level their bot as soon as they get to they're capped out, they immediately put them in the oven, right? And level them up. I don't. I don't know why. Something about that just bothers me, so I don't do it. So currently every single bot I have, with the exception of 11 of them, are all level 50 or below. All the bots I use in squads for events to grind events out are level 50 or better. The bots I have that are above level 50 are my A squad. They are currently in the mid 50s, working their way to level 60. They all have level 10 or 11 abilities, with the exception of Hotspot and Power Magna. I'm still working on those two. And then I have a max level 65, level 11 ability, 4-star Elite 1. I have Cheetor at level 61 with a level 6 ability. And then I have a 3-star Lugnut on my Decepticons side at level 58. And that's just because I hadn't got a 4-star Lugnut yet, and I use Lugnut / Elite 1 for power leveling. And before I got my Decepticon squads built up, Lugnut is the one I was using. So because that is my best, and I have a now level 21 5-star Mega Supreme. That squad can take out the first, maybe the second base of the alliances that we go up against in wars. But once they get to a base that's maxed out or has a competently put together base, can't win. Not taking out the commander by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't like war because I'm not great at it. Because my bots are not as strong as some of the other squads that the other members of my alliance are throwing at it. Because war is not my
forte.
Well, not forte. It's not my primary focus. It's not my priority. That's the word I was trying to come out. Priority. God, I hate words. It's not my priority. My priority is events.
I hear you on that. Events are where all the good stuff is. I did put a war team together just because, like, one of the extra team slots, because, you get 14. So, slot 12, I think, I just threw a war team together. I just put all my strongest spots on it. So I got, like, 5-star Optimus Primal, 5-star Skyburst, 5-star Wheeljack, and then, like, 4-star Cheetor, Elita 1, Windblade, and I can't remember the last one. But anyway, I just threw them all together. And I can usually get to about the 4th base most of the time of what my alliance does before I hit a base I can't do anything with.
Right.
My combiners are just about worthless. I mean, they're all maxed out level 10, but when you get to the zones that my best team can't beat on their own, the combiner goes straight out there and it's just down like Joe Frazier against Muhammad Ali. He just walks out there. You might as well just have that old commentary track. Down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
I'm putting that in this video.
It's just true. It is. It's like, it don't matter what combiner. At that point, when that team can't beat a base, that combiner's just getting the smackdown laid on it.
Used to happen to me all the time, yeah. When my combiners were still 3 stars and we would go into a war and my bots were level maybe 40, maybe level 50, I'd go into a base that was like a max level 15 or 16 and with a 3-star combiner at level 10. No. Not happening. So I guess both of us are of the consensus that the biggest problem with war is that the prizes are simply not there when compared to raids, events. Heck, even Titan Assault is more appealing to me. And all you get from that is Titan Spark to upgrade your Titan, which in turn goes back into war.
Although getting to upgrade your Titan is a little bit of an incentive, though, because especially when you first get one, you're like, oh, man, I got to get this bad boy leveled up. So,
right. So, elimination mode is more important to me than war. You know?
Yeah.
Because elimination mode is where Z-Energon comes from. And you need Z-Energon to upgrade your bots to level 65, to upgrade their abilities to level 11, to upgrade your HQ and your base to level 17, or if you need to buy XP to level your bots up, which I have never done because I am constantly putting mine into level 11 abilities, you know?
Every week I get the 100,000 when I have a new bot to knock them from level 21 to 30, because it's like just buy it once, put it on them, they go straight from 21 to 30, and you can just put them back in the thing.
Right. So that's how I feel about it. I think we're of the agreement that they're just as they sit, in terms of other than just regular PvP, in terms of everything else that's in the game that you can be doing, it's at the bottom of the list. Like there's events, you go all the way through everything else. You got raids, Titan Assault, Elimination, War, and then PvP. And even then, PvP might even still be above it because that's where you get your alloy and energon to upgrade your stuff in the first place.
Yeah, and if you're spending all your best spots in War on repeat, then your supply of energon and alloy get hurts.
Right, and then if you have one squad that you use for War. Now granted, you have 24 hours to go through each base. But if you have one combiner that's capable of assisting you in War, I have two. I have 4-star Superion at level 20. I have 5-star Omega Supreme at level 21. So I can use one, and then I can use the other in about an hour after my Ace God recharges. But after that, I have to wait at least 12 hours. Maybe they'll recharge. Actually, no, they won't. I won't have a combiner to assist me in the next base in the War. So at best, I'm going to take out base 2. Assuming I need a combiner to take out base 1. After that, it's over.
Vicious cycle.
It is, yeah. Now, eventually, we'll get to a point where all my combiners are level 20 or a level 4-star. But eventually is a long, long time from now. I don't care to deal with that in the meantime. But that's just me. Now, I participate in War. I'll take out the first base, maybe the second base if I can. Maybe the third base if I can. I participate. Only because it's a requirement of my alliance. And those rules were set by my commanders. I respect that. So I'm going to participate as best I can. But if it were me, we'd have one War a week for fun. Nobody would be kicked out for lack of involvement. Nobody would be kicked out for lack of capability. If you can do events, that's all I care about. Everything else comes in time. So that's how I feel about War as a whole, as I've repeated myself several times, as I'm now realizing. Let's get your take on it, and I will stay shushed for a while.
I'm pretty much the same as you. I mean, I participate in it. I try my best. It's like hitting a wall once I get to that third or fourth base. But I mean, I just think the prizes need to be better because there's a great idea there. But to me, the prizes aren't worth it. I mean, unless you just want the bragging rights of, hey, I beat all these other alliances.
Not worth it.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather be on top of the leaderboard of a leaderboard event than I would be beating them individually in War. That's just me, though. But I get the appeal of it. I get why people get drawn into it. Because that alliance versus alliance thing is a very addictive concept.
It is.
It's just not my thing.
Right. But like we said, if there's no incentive for it, because the incentive is right now a little bit of alloy, a little bit of energon, a little bit of spark, a little bit of premium shards. Not even enough to get a full premium crystal. At the level I'm currently at, my alliance, we can get 500 premium crystals, I think. I have to go back and look.
Be shards?
Yeah, shards, yes. 500 premium shards. So we got to win 2 wars to get 1 premium crystal, which will in turn give me a dupe. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, that's another thing. Once you're strong enough to be in the top tier alliances, then you don't even need the premium crystals because all it's going to be is a dupe.
It's Dupe City.
I mean, you'll get shards, but I mean it's going to take forever for wars to lead to you getting like a 3 or 4-star crystal. It will take forever.
Right. There has been once in a blue moon where I will have an extra premium crystal on my crystal cracking on Mondays as a result of a 1 war. So you have all the premiums from the event, and then you have like maybe one more extra one as a result of war. That happens once, maybe every 6 months. Maybe.
Because you got to win the wars to get them, to get the shards at that.
Right. Now, to be fair, my alliance has won its fair share of wars. We win more wars than we lose, I do believe. But even then, I think too much stock is being put in it, and too much emphasis is being put in it by commanders, when events, raids, and elimination is where it's at.
All right, well, I think we have harped on war enough for one episode. Probably made enough people angry that's like, war is awesome.
Yeah. Well, now you mentioned last week that you had some ideas to make war better. Now, we mentioned maybe upping the ante on the prizes, like 5-star shards for the top league, 4-star crystal for the next one down, maybe 3-star crystals for the next 2 or 3 down. What are some of the other ideas that you had?
It was mostly the prizes. That's what I was thinking. Because I don't think the format's bad. I think the reward system is inadequate.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm like. The prizes are what I think should make it better. I mean, I'm not sure what else you could do. Do you have any ideas other than upping the prizes, what you could do to make it better?
I feel like to make it worth it, at the very bottom league, a guaranteed premium crystal. The next league up, 2. Next league up, 3. You keep going until you get into like the top 5 leagues, right? Mm-hmm. The bottom 3 of the top 5 get guaranteed 3-star crystals. The number 2 league, second from the top, gets a guaranteed 4-star crystal. The number 1 league gets 5-star shards. Maybe even a 4-star crystal and some 3-star crystals. Maybe. Because if you have wards so much, and you have got your alliance built up so tough that you are a prime league, and you are winning wars in prime league, by God, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Because we don't even want to fool with it.
Yeah.
So,
if you've got to that point, like...
Yeah, so there doesn't need to be just shards. Especially just premium shards. At the very least, at the bottom tier, give them a guaranteed premium crystal. Because at lower levels, that premium crystal is going to be super valuable to a player who is still HQ 3 or 4, you know? That's almost guaranteed a 2-star bot, a new 2-star bot that they can level up and use in alliances and in raids.
It's going to be more valuable than gold to them.
Pretty much, yeah. Now, I never saw any stock in premium crystals when I first started because in my mind, the 2-star crystals were fine. I never did premiums until they introduced premium shards. And they did away with 2-star crystals and 2-star shards. Which I hated at first because there were still a fair few 2-star bots I didn't have. So I was thinking, well, I still want to collect the 2-star crystals for my 2-star Decepticons. I have no intention of collecting premium crystals for my Decepticons because there's a chance you'd get a 3 or 4-star Autobot that you might not have. So I always claim them back for the Autobots. But guaranteeing a premium crystal, just one premium crystal for the bottom league would be super valuable to the alliances who are currently there. And then up in the ante every time you go up. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. So,
I like that. All right, well, there you go. There's our opinion of war and some ideas to make it better, mainly around the prizes. I like his tiered system for rewards. That would be amazing. Stay safe if you're watching, please.
Yeah, and please introduce the Spark Extractor as a new building. I lost my logo again. I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, but before we go, we got a couple more tidbits. One thing is our mailbag segment. we don't want to just call it Mailbag. We want to have a unique name. And we were wondering if those of you watching had any ideas for a name. And if you do, would you comment the ideas for the name? We'll go over them next week, and hopefully there'll be an awesome one that we have to choose from.
Right, because if nobody gives us an idea, well, we're just screwed. And we'll just have to call it something stupid. So leave comments in the comment section below. Tell us what we should call that segment.
And puns would be awesome.
Yes!
Especially Transformer puns. Like,
yes.
We love those.
We love puns.
Trying to come up with one, and finally I was like, you know what? Let's let the audience do it. Let them come up with an idea, because we can't do it. At least not yet, anyway.
I mean, we probably could eventually.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the brain power in the 5 minutes we were trying to figure it out before we recorded this video.
That is true. And then there's also next week's main topic, which I was going to run by you, DJ. What do you think about we rank our individual top 5 Transformers video games and compare and discuss?
That is a topic that I will sink my teeth into, sir.
I know you will, sir. So everybody, make sure you tune back in next week, because knowing the two of us, our list may have the same games, maybe, but they're going to be in a completely different order. So it's going to be an awesome discussion.
You realize I'm going to have to run to GameStop and try to find like the 2 or 3 video games that I've not yet played so that I can make sure I'm accurately creating this list. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You got to do the same thing. I know you've never played the Transformers Prime video game.
I don't have the Prime video game, but I have played it before, so I've tinkered with it.
All right, well, you got one up on me.
It wasn't that amazing, I didn't think. It was one of those where they put as little effort as possible into. But we'll get to that next week.
Well, I know where that one's going to be on your list.
Well, we're only doing top 5. It ain't going to hit my top 5. I'm just saying. All right, but so this is going to be all for this episode of the Botcast. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm your host, the Frankster.
I'm the Aero DJ Hart.
And we will see y'all next week. Same bot time, same bot channel. Frankster out.